Imagine trying to build a thriving community in a new land, with completely unfamiliar plants and weather patterns. It would be a huge challenge, right? The San Antonio missions adopted European farming practices primarily because these methods were essential for establishing self-sustaining communities and effectively converting indigenous populations to Spanish colonial life. These techniques ensured a stable food supply, which was crucial for both the missionaries and the native people they aimed to settle. This adoption was a strategic necessity rooted in several factors. First, the Spanish wanted to create permanent settlements that could support themselves without constant resupply from afar. European farming techniques, which included irrigation, crop rotation, and the use of plows, were well established for creating high yields in diverse climates. Second, these methods allowed for surplus production, which was vital for trade and for supporting the larger Spanish colonial enterprise. Finally, introducing new crops like wheat, corn, and beans, alongside European livestock such as cattle, sheep, and goats, provided a more varied and reliable diet than traditional hunter-gatherer practices. For the Native American populations, particularly the Coahuiltecan people, these practices introduced a significant shift from their nomadic or semi-nomadic lifestyles. The missions taught them how to construct intricate irrigation systems, known as acequias, to divert water from the San Antonio River to their fields. They learned to sow, cultivate, and harvest crops using new tools and techniques. This also meant caring for domesticated animals, providing a consistent source of meat, milk, and wool. This transformation was a cornerstone of the Spanish mission system's goal to integrate native communities into the Spanish way of life. One fascinating aspect of this transition was the blending of knowledge. While European methods were introduced, the missionaries and native peoples also adapted these practices to the local environment and even integrated some indigenous knowledge of native plants and seasonal cycles. For instance, the acequia system, while European in concept, often incorporated local materials and labor, becoming a remarkable feat of engineering adapted to the Texas landscape. The ability to control water through these sophisticated canals was a revolutionary step, turning arid land into fertile agricultural zones. Ultimately, the adoption of European farming practices at the San Antonio missions was a complex undertaking that transformed the landscape, provided sustenance, and reshaped the lives of the people involved. It allowed the missions to thrive as agricultural centers, supporting a growing population and cementing the Spanish presence in what would become Texas. These practices laid the agricultural foundation for the future city of San Antonio, demonstrating how innovation and adaptation were key to survival and success in a new frontier.